1. We see the second best opening partnership for the Hong Kong-China openers. Baba Hayat is the new batter. He'd have 46 against Bangladesh, their last outing. And on the money straight away. Nicely behind it. It's 41 for 1. Well, they're nicely relaxed, aren't they, the Sri Lankan dressing room? No dramas for them so far. 41 for 1 in 5 overs. In fact, he's got 100 in T20 cricket. He got it against Oman. 122 it was. That was in 2016, some time ago, but still 100 in T20 cricket.
Yes, I think getting 100 in any form of the game is tough, but particularly in the shortest format of the game, it's most commendable to be able to do that. And clearly, Hong Kong China would be hoping that he will be able to reduce some of that form, get them to a good total.
That he's in the top company. Virat Kohli is the only other player who's done that in Asia Cup T20s. He too got 122. Theekshana looking to settling. He struggled. Previous pair of commentators spoke that he went through a barren run. His economy is scoring good under 7 runs, but Sri Lanka looks for those wicket-taking ability of Theekshana at the top. Bowling in power plays, bowling with a newish ball.
They've been running well between the wickets. Anshuman hit the ball very hard to that fielder at mid-off, but was off. The first 2 deliveries were dot balls, so obviously the pressure is then on the batter to try and make the next ball count.
Could be a Theekshana in the current year. Current year, his economy is over 8 runs, almost 9, 5 wickets in 6 games. So that's been hurting him. But overall, he's played a massive role for Sri Lanka at the top during the power plays. Easy in the back leg. He doesn't think much about it. He doesn't think about it. He doesn't think much about that either. They're not going to go upstairs.
I think Kusal Mendes would have told him he would have been in the best position to see where the ball had hit, whether it had hit, whether there was a bit of an inside edge or whether it hit the back pad or where. I think it was maybe a little too high. That's why Theekshana was interested.
Well, interesting to take a look as to see in which direction that ball was heading. Clearly, it's a very good over, just a single. 5 dots, so the power play is done. Hong Kong China 42 for 1. We're going to see more spin. Wanidhu Hasaranga generally bowls immediately after the power plays. Now, this is the contest. Hong Kong batters versus Spain, and particularly Hasaranga. who comes in with a lot of variety. Has those top spinners, the Kooglis, the leg breaks. Straight away, that's 4. That is a great shot and a great way to start the over.
Yes, first volley balls are from round the wicket. Wrist spinners are generally very, very comfortable bowling over the wicket. But going round the wicket, you have to just change your delivery action a little bit. That's what seemed to have happened. And the result was a short ball. You can see that he's looking to get that angle. And there's a short ball meant that that was pulled away for a boundary. He's a very clever bowler. Very clever bowler, Hasaranga.
And now, let's take a look at that last LBW of Tikshana. Now, there is absolutely no edge. So what was the reason that the umpire thought it was not out? Let's see. Oh. Sri Lanka didn't take the review. It was hitting the stumps. That's why Tikshana was very confident.
The other end, what we saw just now from Kusal Mendis was he thought that the ball had turned and might have missed the leg stump. Nevertheless, it was such a good over from Tikshana, just one run coming off that over.
Vanilu Hasaranga bowls plenty of wrong uns. Depends a lot on it. Straight back. Hit it hard. Hong Kong's power play of 42 for 1 has been their best so far in the tournament. Afghanistan and Bangladesh, they went nowhere. 23 for 4 and 34 for 2. This has been their best return. Ball slower, tossed up, into the gap. Nicely driven. Couple more. 50's up.
He's got to start, Anshuman. But they'll be hoping that he will carry on that as long as possible. Throwing it a run a ball. It's a single. He'll keep the strike for the 8th over, 51 for 1.
Start by Hong Kong, I must say, 51 for 1. Like the cloud. They've been quite supportive of the team. Traveled to Abu Dhabi, their numbers to watch that game against Bangladesh, the opening game. They're here as well. But a few Sri Lankans working in the UAE. Charita Sri Lanka. But a few working in the UAE. Charita Sri Lanka starting off with a full toss.
Anshuman batting on 22 of 21 deliveries. Anshuman run. There on the spotlight.
Down the ground, well struck. They'll come back for 2, a couple more. But they'll realize that Sri Lanka is the weak link. Sri Lanka needs to make up 4 overs from a 5th ball. They got options. And Sri Lanka bringing himself on quite early. Tikshana getting through some overs, Hasaranga bowling an over. Round the wicket. Just that well, he tends to slide it across. Pushes it a little bit quicker. Another single. Already got 5 runs in the first 4 balls, so you could see that they're structuring this innings quite well, looking to try and build a platform. That's clever. That's clever bowling. If you saw that, if you saw Hyde, and look at the response of Asalanka, look at how he's looking to set himself up, and Asalanka pushing it. Finishes with a dot, 5 runs off the over, 56 for 1. Opportunity, just short of Hasaranga now. He had a brilliant day against Bangladesh, coming back from injury, and it was business as usual. Not the discipline that we saw the other day here today, but the wrong end. It's very hard to pick buzz in. Batters need to struggle. That seems to be, or that is his go-to delivery.
And loves bowling in the UAE, which is suit him. Not a lot of bounce, so the low bounce also he works with.
Also start up. And they were crucial blows. To follow up on the good work done by the faster bowlers, the moment he came in, Hassan, and then Das was counter-punching. It was a wonderful counter-attack from Das, cut short by Hasaranga. He's dropped it, but he's reacted very quickly, and he's confident that he's got his man. And it's the right-hander on strike. Straight away the wrong and sneaks through.
TV umpire to director, we have umpire table for stumping. I checked it, it's a fair delivery. Move on to side on angle, please. Rolling. Satisfied. Batter well outside when bells off. I am ready to make my decision for big screen.
Loads of right-handers and that wrong, and they are not compatible. But Kusal Mendes behind the stumps struggled to collect it, but he reacted really, really well. Maharaj got 4, 57 for 2.
house. A few Sri Lankan fans are in and quietly getting into the game because Sri Lanka are blowing themselves back in. Zakir Khan played really well against Bangladesh, made 41 in that innings. The love story between the Rongan and Hasaranga continues. Tries another one. Zakir Khan is the new batter. 115 innings, a lot of experience. Just one run and the wicket, 57 for 2 after 9. Salanka. His second over, making up the fifth bowler's overs, getting through it quickly. But you were spot on. Why Hasaranga does really well here in the UAE.
There is the googly, the inside edge, but again, it stayed low. There's not a lot of bounce to work with. That's why it was difficult collection, but reacted quickly.
And in taking his gloves to the stump, he had to make sure that he had the ball in the right hand. I say the right hand, the hand that was going on to the stumps initially. Bottom edge. Hard to pick up. Gets it in his right hand and reacts well. Off to a flyover, Hong Kong, China. First 4 overs, 38 for no loss. And now in 6 overs since then, 20 for 2.
Yeah, reacted quickly, didn't panic. Made sure he got the glove and the ball onto the stump. But we saw this yesterday as well when the Indian spinners, after the power play, really shut the door on Pakistan. And this is a period of play where the spinners really come into their own. If you've got quality spinners, they can really make an impact on this Dubai surface, which is quite dry.
Choose the call. He's placed it nicely. That's been the hallmark of Anshuman Raj's innings here today. Never got into the game against Afghanistan and Bangladesh. Played a few really good shots, Baz. Off the pads, through the covers. 5 runs off the Asalanka over, so that ends the 10th with Hong Kong, China on 62 for 2, and the players will have drinks. partnership today, and hence quickest 50 in the tournament for Hong Kong, China. First couple of games, the opening partnership was won. It's 7:41 here today, and very quickly, Anshuman Rath, he's still out there. He was grumpy a while ago, but Sri Lanka managed to slow it down, picked up those 2 wickets, and hence Jayasuriya looks a lot calmer.
The extra spinner played today, so that's where the strength lies in the bowling for Sri Lanka. Make sure that in the middle overs, make an impact.
123 at the current run rate. Of course, in the latter overs, you look to accelerate 8 in over 142. But I'll tell you that 162 would be a good score on this pitch on the dry side, and it could hold up later on in the evening. Now, Sri Lanka in T20 internationals against associate nations, they've played 12. They've won 11. They've lost 1. That was against Namibia in 2022. The target they were chasing was 163. That's why that 162 I said was tricky. Hasaranga about to start his third. They're hunting for wickets. The spinners have actually done a lot better here in Dubai in this competition, even in terms of economy rate and the wickets picked up. Have you seen anything in the pitch that suggests that? I really haven't seen a lot of turn. Economy 5.6, 25 wickets to the spinners, just a 16 to the wicket to the faster bowlers. Nasib Murtaza, the former teammate in Rawal Pindi, he's captain, he'll be in next.
They have some batting to follow, but Russell just seems that the pitch is slightly drier than usual. Chances is up, down the ground, hits it really well. Maximum.
That's the first 6 of the innings. Nizakat Khan continuing from where he left off the other day. And he goes towards long on.
আসসালামু আলাইকুম বাংলাদেশি এবং বাংলাদেশি প্রবাসী ভাইয়েরা যে যেখানে আছেন তাদের জন্য আমরা নিয়ে আসছি Bazi9.bet। আপনি এখানে নিজেই আইডি করে নিজেই ডিপোজিট করতে পারবেন, নিজেই উইথড্র করতে পারবেন, কোনো প্রকার এজেন্টের ঝামেলা ছাড়াই। আর আমাদের সাইটে আছে হাজারো ক্যাসিনো, এছাড়াও আছে ক্রিকেট, ফুটবল, টেনিস। আপনি আপনার ইচ্ছা মতো গেম খেলে এখানে উপার্জন করতে পারবেন। তবে আর দেরি কেন, আমাদের স্ক্রিনে দেওয়া নম্বরে যোগাযোগ করুন এবং আজই আপনার অ্যাকাউন্ট নিশ্চিত করুন এবং উপার্জন করুন ঘরে বসে।
So difficult to pick that wrong. And
Russell, these two batters for Hong Kong China have the most decorated partnership that they've ever had. 75 opening on partnership against India. 2018, probably the most high-profile partnership that Hong Kong China have ever had. So they have experience of being able to succeed at the very, very top.
the slip still stays. Yep, that's quite an expensive over from Hasaranga's point of view. 10 off it, 72 for 2. Game's coming thick and fast. Hong Kong, China playing the last group game here today. A lot of work to do to try and qualify. Sri Lanka got through two already, very effective in terms of keeping the runs down and helping his team pull the runs back. Wouldn't be happy the way they started, the Sri Lankans. They knew what an important game this is. A game where you can easily slip up if you're not careful. Oh, good shot. Really good shot. Gave himself room. The adjustment of the body. Top class from Anshuman Rad.
Yeah, superb. Backed away and Sri Lanka fired it in. It actually played into his hands. But whenever he hit over extra cover, somehow looks even more pretty than any other shot. That is beautiful.
It's got the boundary. Now make sure you don't play any dot ball. Ends up being a huge over in itself. Now quietly that projected score is also being pushed up with a couple of big overs between. Down the ground, long on slightly wide. Oh, he can't get through it. Kamil Mishara again dives over the ball.
He does play this shot very effectively down the ground. Use of the feet. Previous over, we saw one hit over the fence. This time, he comes down and just hits it straight. Following the ball with the bat. 2 boundaries in this over.
Kamil Mishara, a couple of misfields already. He's been brilliant with the bat since he came into the team, but fielding is an area which is a non-negotiable. As a 24-year-old, you expect a little bit better. My thoughts go back to Zimbabwe as well, where a couple of crucial drops. 10 of the previous, 12 of this. Hong Kong, China moving forward again, 84 for 2.
10টা 50 জন দেখতাছে ক্রসে